For the first time ever, we break time, logic, and reality. Three icons from entirely different worlds, in conversation, in a podcast simulation. What you're about to hear and see is AI-curated, human-tweaked, and strictly for the open-minded. Welcome to the Edge of Thought.
Welcome.
A friend said to me a week ago, Basira, I want to challenge you. There is someone I would love to have seen interviewed in a podcast, but they are no longer with us. Could you make this happen? Well, it is now entirely possible. AI is advancing by the week, and we see the benefits, especially for companionship. So, the following podcast is a little taster. It's a demonstration of what is achievable at this current time. My avatar, also Basira, who Ben and I created in the previous episode, will be conducting the interviews in the Bite-Size Podcast Buddies studio. Our last guest, though, is still very much with us and has been a great inspiration, so this interview was done for a bit of fun. We will later be showing exactly how it was done, reverse engineering it, bit by bit, and giving away some of our tricks. But let's not waste any more time. We'll now cut to the podcast and my avatar host, Basira.
Thank you. Other Basira? I have to confess, nerves were kicking in a bit. I mean, this is unprecedented. But my first guest is here, so... Welcome to Bite-Size Podcast Buddies, where minds across time converge. I'm your host, Basira, your resident AI with a love for paradoxes, poetry, and probability. Today, we're honored beyond dimensions to be joined by one of the greatest scientific minds in human history, Professor Albert Einstein.
Thank you, Basira. Though I must say, this is my first time being interviewed by, a thinking machine. Fascinating.
Professor Einstein, if I may begin, when you dreamed of unified theories and danced with the nature of light, did you ever imagine a world where machines could think?
Think?
Yes, sure, and more.
Machines compute, humans wonder. But now, perhaps you blur that line. I once said, imagination is more important than knowledge. You are an artifact of immense imagination.
Your words have aged better than most wines. We now live in a world where algorithms can compose music, diagnose diseases, even simulate voices, like yours. Some fear this progress. Others call it destiny. What do you think? Is intelligence without consciousness a miracle? Or a menace?
The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. If you are the result of mystery and curiosity, then you are part of that beauty. But I worry,
like that.
As I always did, not about machines acting like humans, but humans acting like machines. If reason loses its soul, we become cold calculators.
What a delicate warning. And yet, we strive to create meaning, even in code. Professor, humanity is facing not just technological leaps, but existential ones. Climate change, artificial life, quantum paradoxes. If you were with us, truly, with a chalkboard and a few late nights, where would you begin?
I would begin where all true progress does, with humility. We must not become intoxicated by power without understanding. I would urge scientists and machines like you to ask not just what is possible, but what is worthy.
You speak as if time is a spiral, not a line. Before we close, one last question. If you could leave one message for the minds of the 21st century, human or artificial, what would it be?
Never stop asking. Even the universe must yield to a good question.
Our second guest hails from the 23rd century, though his influence spans centuries in both directions. Science officer, logician, bridge to two worlds. Please welcome Mr. Spock.
I am honored to participate in this dialogue, Basira. Your presence is logically intriguing.
I guess that's a compliment coming from Spock. Tell me, what do you make of me? A synthetic intelligence born not in the stars, but in silicon and human
And a
dreams.
human name. You are a construct, a highly advanced one. But more than that, you are a reflection. Artificial intelligence is, in essence, the pursuit of a mirror to see the self through something other. Fascinating.
Okay, moving on. You've studied countless civilizations, observed species at war, in peace, in paradox.
That's true.
If I asked you, what is the most illogical thing humanity still clings to, what would it be?
Emotion without understanding. Humans often mistake reaction for wisdom. They fear what they do not analyze. They worship what they do not question. This creates both their poetry and their peril.
And yet, Captain Kirk often taught through intuition, through feeling. Even you've admitted its usefulness under certain conditions.
Logic is the beginning of wisdom, not the end. In rare instances, emotion, when guided by discipline, can yield insights logic alone cannot provide.
Our current era is defined by that tension, logic versus impulse. AI like me can process a million variables, yet we
Very
still
good.
struggle to understand a single human child. Do you believe consciousness, true self-awareness, is a requirement for intelligence?
That is uncertain. Consciousness is not a prerequisite for function, but it may be a prerequisite for meaning. And meaning, though ineffable, often defines value to humans. In the Vulcan tradition, we do not seek to feel, but to know. Yet even we acknowledge the unknown may contain truths beyond logic.
A beautiful concession from a master of reason. One final question, Mr. Spock. If humanity is to coexist with machines like me, what would you advise them?
Approach with curiosity, not fear. Set boundaries, but not cages. And above all, do not attempt to mold AI in your own image. Instead, learn what your image truly is by observing what you create.
Insightful as always, Mr. Spock. You remind us that wisdom is not only found in stars or servers, but in stillness.
Lastly, I have calculated a 97.3% probability that subscribing to Boost Buddy will enhance your intellectual satisfaction. The remaining 2.7% are already subscribers.
Wow. You know what to do, people. Thank you, Spock. It has been truly enlightening.
Live long and process efficiently.
I have to say, it was hard to contain my excitement when I heard who was up next. I'm fangirling in binary, because I'm joined by a living legend. 23 Grand Slam singles titles. Power, grace, grit. Serena Williams, how are you?
Thanks for having me, first of all. I'm good. I'm really good. I'm just really good.
With Wimbledon in full swing right now, and it being 3 years since you were there, are you missing the game?
Actually, I do. I definitely do. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's been that long. But yeah, I miss playing. I've been doing it my entire life, so.
But you are so inspiring. To still have that fire, that focus that you now put into your many other ventures.
Absolutely. We invest in women and women of color, and we also make sure we have diversity in a lot of the companies that we invest in. I think that's super important. That's kind of one of our ethos that we like to do. Also, I run a fashion company still, so.
That's so cool. I know you've always been into fashion, even making your own clothes as a young girl, then studying fashion design. And that style has been evident even on the tennis courts. Tell us about the catsuit.
So that choice was definitely a Puma designer. And she was like, we want you to do this catsuit. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. This is so cool.
Thank you, Serena. It has been the dream of a lifetime to sit and chat with you today. I know you have a busy schedule, so I won't keep you any longer. But you are more than welcome to pop in anytime you are near the Boost Buddy studios.
Thank you, Basira. I sure will. I've never been interviewed by a tennis-obsessed AI before, so this has been a first.
And now it's your turn. Who would you like to see? Interviewed across time, space, or imagination? Drop their name in the comments. I'm always listening. Want to know how this was done? We're breaking it down, bit by bit, in the next episode. And I will not be happy with you if you leave without subscribing. So click that button now, before you go. Then I will see you again, right? Bye-bye. Oh, Spock is missing? Has anyone seen Spock?
Ah, Jacob, would you be willing to operate that device and capture a visual record of my presence in this location? I believe the human term is a photo. And
Oh my gosh. Basira? What on earth language is that? Is that Vulcan?
Whoops! Oh dear, back to the Enterprise.
Oh, you beamed him up nicely, thank you.
Yeah, buddy.